Hi, my name is SHARON Kha, and I have Parkinson's disease. And every time I say that, I feel like I'm in an AA meeting. Of course, for us, it'd be a PP meeting, bladder control being tenuous at best. When you get Parkinson's, you realize a lot of things. There's that chilling realization early on that your handwriting is now worse than that of your neurologist. And that if you ever had aspirations for a career involving grace and agility, that is gone. That is out the window. You know, like being a ballerina or a circus acrobat, or being able to walk down a long hallway. I always start off okay, but within a few minutes my right foot is going. Then I'm taking shorter and shorter steps. Then I'm moving faster and faster. Then I'm on my tiptoes. Then all I really need is for Tiny Tim to come in and serenade me with Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Do you know there is a word to describe what I just told you about? Festination. You gotta love Parkinson's disease. Festination. You get Parkinson's, you get a whole new vocabulary. Bradykinesia, Lewy bodies, substantia nigra, dyskinesia. Throw words like that around, people will think you're a profound thinker. And believe you me, once you have Parkinson's, it's a good idea to start telling people that you're a profound thinker. It helps explain that vacant expression you have on your face most of the time. I really like watching people's faces. But you watch a bunch of people with Parkinson's come into a room, you think you're at a poker convention by mistake and they're trying to bluff somebody. Gave me an idea though. I thought, as long as I have Parkinson's, might as well try to make some money. So I thought I'd open a resort just for people with Parkinson's. We'd have a casino. And in the casino would be an all-night poker game. Long as we have the poker face, might as well put it to some good use. We could have tremor-assisted craps. We could have little waitresses coming around with Mirapex and Requip instead of free drinks. We could have a DJ who plays shake, rattle, and roll. Whole lot of shaking going on. Please help me, I'm falling. We could have a dance pavilion and do the slow dance, of course. Maybe the soft shoe shuffle. Over there we'd have the dyskinesia disco, and they'd be dancing the Michael J. Foxtrot. And just for a special treat, we'd bring in the choreographer from Riverdance. You know, it's that Irish dance where all those nice young people have early onset Parkinson's. Not one of them swings their arms. Their feet move like white lightning, though. Pretty amazing. And we're slow dancing. That's not the only thing we do slow. Did you know that once you have Parkinson's disease, you're issued special Parkinson's currency? Everybody else in the world has regular dollar bills, but you get Parkinson's dollar bills, sometimes known as Velcro dollars or sticky dollars, because once you get them into your billfold and get near a cash register, the Velcro syndrome is activated and you can't get those dollar bills out for anything. People line up behind you and you're tugging and struggling with your dollar bills. The cashier is popping Prozac. They're starting to mutter. Finally, you get your dollar bills out, and then the guy hands you change. You've got a fistful of bills that you have to put back in your wallet. My advice is, if you're a woman, just crunch them all up and shove them in your purse and zip it closed and deal with it later. You know, I can tell people who have Parkinson's. I can spot them a mile away. You go to a grocery store, they're the ones with those little thin plastic bags going, trying to get this stupid bag open. Then you pick up something like a leafy bunch of spinach and try to get it in the bag. There's something about Parkinson's that won't let you put anything in anything else. And you're shoving it, and it's putting out its little green arms and going, no, no, I won't go into the bag. You go to a doctor's office and you try to figure out which of the people in the waiting room might have Parkinson's. It's easy. They're the ones sitting there doing like this. They're practicing for their exam. They're hoping they'll get a better score. If you go to a cocktail party, they're the people whose cocktails are shaken, not stirred, and not because they ordered them that way either. If you go to a movie, the people with Parkinson's are the ones whose watches go beep right in the middle of the most tense scene of the movie. Of course, they're beeping to remind you to take your dopamine. Which brings me to my biggest all-time pet peeve. Isn't it bad enough that we have a disease that makes us look like zombies half of the time? Must we have a medicine called L-Dopa? Couldn't it be called L-Genius? Or L-Intelligentsia or something sexy like that? L-Dopa is a real conversation stopper. You're with your friends, your watch beeps. You say, excuse me, I have to take my L-Dopa now. They don't know whether to ask you for a toke or call a narc. Well, I have one more story. It's a true one. Shortly after I was diagnosed, my cousins invited me to spend some time with them. And they had rented an apartment, and in this apartment was a washer and dryer that had a spin cycle that made the windows rattle when it went into cycle. It sounded like a helicopter taking off inside the living room. We were sitting there one evening and the washer went into the spin cycle. My cousin turned to her husband and said, honey, either Sharon's got one hell of a tremor or we better get that washing machine fixed. And I started to laugh. It was probably the first time I laughed since I had been diagnosed. And that was kind of a turning point for me because I know, and you know, that Parkinson's disease is deadly serious. But when we can laugh at our frailties, somehow that cuts it down to size. Parkinson's disease, you might as well laugh. Can't dance.